Representing Czechia, Eliska, ZAKOVA, and Filip.
And now to the team that competed last week in Ostrava, Eliska, ZAKOVA, and Filip MENCL. They've not had training time from event to event, but hopefully lots of lessons learned and gained from their participation last week in their first Junior Grand Prix of the season. Eliska, ZAKOVA, and Filip MENCL share a hug, and so much is behind that hug because they've had a difficult past few days. Last week in Ostrava, they had 3 of the 8 elements in the free dance with a negative rate of execution because mistakes were made. But here, much, much better. But yet again, Eliska's drawn blood for her craft, as you can see, her left knee, a victim of the slides within the free dance.
Yeah, it was a much better skate from last week, so I'm glad they could finish the Junior Grand Prix circuit on a higher note and with smiles on their faces. It's always a good sign, even though the knees can be bloodied up at times from those choreo slides. Yeah, but it comes, comes with a price of it.
Occupational hazard.
Yeah, that's exactly. But it was a fun program, you can't go wrong with James Bond, I think. Very cool entry into the curve lift. Nice one leg exit, eagle exit, smoothly done. foot section. Nice and controlled. Good unison too. And the twizzles, I was like, yay, when I saw them. Glad they could get through this.
And it's interesting, Kathy, isn't it, when you think if it's event on event, and they will have had to travel, it's such a big travel to get from Ostrava to here, as we see the rotational lift. And this, they didn't manage to attain the change of pose last week, so that's vastly improved. But how hard it is for the skaters when they've not got time to train, how hard it is for the job of the coach to try to motivate the skaters. And I know that Michael Cheska will have done a brilliant job, but it's a challenge, right, to get them to be back buoyed up, ready to compete again.
For sure, you go from one competition mode to the next, so it's like there's no time for like a reset. You just have to keep going.
Yeah.
But they did a fantastic job.
Kathy, I want to ask you, because we've talked about the strategy of doing two back-to-back, and because there might be a better learning curve. I mean, what are your thoughts on that, and what would you do? Would it be different for different stages of development?
I have never experienced a back-to-back competition myself as a skater, so I really don't know exactly how it feels. But I think, you know, any experience is a good experience, whether it's back-to-back or not. You know, you have to be ready no matter what. So that's it's a mindset that you have to train for.
Okay. You wondered why they picked that. I mean, it could be to do with other things they have in their life, like school and whatnot. Let's do these two. But we saw some really big improvement made from Riga to Ostrava, back-to-back competitions, not just in dance and other disciplines. So that didn't have to travel very far. You know, they get right back on the ice. They made some improvements and get back to the feeling of competition early in the season. So we thought, oh, that was kind of cool. But this is different going from Ostrava to Bangkok.
Yeah, it's a bigger travel schedule, and you know, sometimes there's no time. You just have to, you know, from one competition to the next, switch your mind, get ready, and you know, it's all in your mind. And I think they did a fantastic job with that.
Yeah, their personal best is 77.61. Their season's best is 63.44. They're going to beat that score by quite a bit. We'll see how close they get to their personal best, 77. But no question, this was a better performance than last week. We'll see what that score is right now for the free dance. It's 72.53, so it is the season's best. That is second in the free dance with a competition score of 119.96, and that'll put Eliska and Filip currently into second place.